Hello everyone,
Alright.
I am Borambang. I am happy to be with you today and I want to share something very important with you. Today, I am revealing a hidden secret, one that has remained behind closed door for a long time. What I'm about to say is not a rumor, not propaganda, and not guesswork. It is information that deserves to be heard, understood, and judged by you, the people. Listen carefully, share this message, and decide the truth for yourself. I'm about to start, and first I will say hello everybody watching out there. I greet you all. Please do me a favor. To those watching this video, I kindly ask you to share it. Share it with your friends so that it reaches everybody. I am live right now with a topic surrounding Dr. Riek Machar and the 7 other accused I-4 of the SPLA-IO figures. I wanted you to understand the background of the court and how it was initiated in the first place. In February 2025, a group of SPLM-IG members gathered in an undisclosed hotel. There were only 2 journalists present during that gathering. I will not mention the names of the radio station or individual for their safety. The message I'm sharing today is directly from a video they shared with me. I will not bore you with a long introduction about that gathering. Instead, I will focus on the topic itself and its conclusion. We are about to begin. In earlier February 2025, as I said earlier, SPLM-IG members convened to evaluate the ongoing implementation of the planned 2026 general election. Key concerns raised were only 22 months remains before election, and about 98% of the 2018 peace agreement had not been implemented. So they asked themselves, the SPLM-IG, they said, will election happen by December 2026? They also said, if they happen, are we confident of winning? They also said, if delayed obstruct election, what should we do? So, based on this question, 3 options were presented. One option is stated that if key steps toward power sharing and peace implementation becomes difficult, they would interrupt the peace process so that they take control of the country's resources in order to prepare to confront SPLA-IO. During that gathering, one person asked how this would be done. Several responded that they would create problem for SPLA-IO. More questions followed on how exactly this would be carried out. Amongst them, Ezekiel Lolgat-Quoth and 2 others suggested disarmament. Some objected that, stating this would violate the joint military article of the peace agreement, because in the agreement clearly stated that no post should be disarmed before armed integration. After silence filled the rooms, Ezekiel Lol proposed another plan. He said, we will target local youth under so someone calls. You need to forgive me. So Ezekiel Lol said that we will target the local youth under the pretext of prioritizing their safety. Because he knows youth will refuse disarmament because forces were not yet integrated. And at the same time, they are not part of any political groups. He said if they refuse, they would be labeled and disciplined against the government. If they refuse, they will be labeled and disciplined against the government. And force will then be sent to disarm them by force. Because there will be resistance, Lol said, we will trigger posting. And before the postings, they said every effort would be made to ensure a high-profile commander will be killed. And when that happened, sorry, I'm facing some difficulties with my network connection. So wait for me, I'm coming. Yep. Okay, it's like it is fully connected. So when that happened, the blames would be placed on SPLA-IO. Local camps youth would be accused of supporting Dr. Riek Machar. You see this? So during the conflicts, Dr. Riek Machar and other SPLA-IO officers, then anyone who will try to obstruct the plan would be arrested. You see this? During the meetings, Dr. Benjamin Bol was present. You see this? Dr. Benjamin Bol was present, and he asked it. He said, if these people are detained or assassinated, will the world remain silent? He asked his other members. So from there, nobody answered. Nobody answered. Dr. Bol then said that since there is no response, it means that we agreed, like they agreed. By stating that they should not waste time, he suggested that the decision should be announced immediately. See this? When the announcement was made on state SSBC, whispers began. When the plan appeared, my network connection. When the plans appeared to be failings, others suggested that we will order our forces in Wiyaraduf garrison to drinks and smokes in order to provoke local youth and SPLA-IO. This was when they realized their plan was failing. You see this? Almost everyone agreed, including the president, because he was there in the meeting. While badges were on the way to Nasser, excessive drinking and smoking lead to widespread abuse. Excessive drinking and smoking lead to widespread abuse. Rape of underage girls, rape of women collecting firewood, rape of women fetching water, and constant humiliation of cattle camp use. You see this? So, from there, incident escalated. A widow with a child with an SPDF soldier, that soldier attempted to sneak with the child, trying to go to Rumbek. Unfortunately, that child was recovered, although he was not killed. The following days, another soldier attempted to escape with a child and the child's mother. See, which was also recovered from Nordeng. 2 days later, a man whose wife and child were attempted to be taken comes to town. That same soldier who tries to take the child and the mother came with his gun. He came with his guns and kills that innocent young man, whom he tries to sneak away with his wife and the child. So, from that day, fighting began. Initial clash were small scale. Fighting is spread throughout the days, and eventually it turned into full-scale fightings between the entire barrack and local youth. That was the times the nation and the world witnessed one of the most intense confrontations. Several other SPDF soldiers were killed, including David Majurdak. From the other side of the local youth, several local youth were killed, including their leader, Mr. Thor Gillespie. So, when news of Majuri's death reached to the group, those responsible for the plan in Juba, they celebrated it, like seriously. They celebrated it. It was considered a major victory for SPLM-IG because the agenda comes to a reality. To defend their vision of lands, gunships were deployed. Civilian and cattle were banned. Attack continues for months, and in some areas, as I'm talking to you right now, in some areas, fighting continues up to this day. Therefore, as a result, Dr. Riek Machar and 7 others were trapped. The peace process was deliberately undermined. Say this. So this is the background of the Nasser incident. So I'm sharing this so that you may judge the truth for yourself. And for you to finally prove this, when Dr. Riek Machar was arrested, Dr. Benjamin Bolts himself, after being appointed as the first deputy chair of SPLM-IG and the chair for cluster and economics, he stood, like seriously. Huh? He stood proudly at SPLM-IG headquarters and said, in less than a month, he was showing up his muscles that in less than a month, I achieved what took John Grant and Salva Kiir several decades. You see? So this is the background of the Nasser incident. It was not a coincidence. It was a cooked plan. It was a cooked plan. You see this? So my final message to you, ladies and gentlemen, this is our country. We are called South Sudanese. Since we separated from Sudan, we were having this huge energy that finally we make it. We have, see? So we said finally we make it. Now we have our own independent state. And now what is happening? Look at where we are today. So just to give you this message, brother and sister, South Sudan is no longer the country we believe was ours. It is completely betrayed, traded outside the country. So it is us, like the youth and some other politicians to change this country. So this is the message I want to share with you today. And I would also like to know from you, those who are watching this live video, that if you have any question, please put them in the comment section. If they are relevant, I will respond before I leave. Before I go, let me say this clearly. Let me say this clearly. This is not the end. Starting from tomorrow, I may come at any time with another hidden secret. I will come anytime. I will come anytime with another secret. My friends are working on collecting and verifying more information. And when it is ready, I will bring it directly to you. So this presentation that I am giving you right now, I am not an author of this history. Someone, like some of my friends within have shared this video with me. I should watch it to the finish, and that's why I decided not to have this information as balls alone, because everybody wants to know how the Nasser incident happens. So this is the full history of Nasser incident, and it is what they use as a cover-up to trap Dr. Riek Machar and his 7 others who are now under detention. So please stay alert, stay connected, and continue sharing this message so the truth reaches everyone. Thank you for watching. Oh no. So let me first check your comments in case of any question, then I will answer it before I leave. Like there are no more questions. So thank you for watching, and thank you to my colleagues who shared the video, the Eden video with me. See you next time. God bless us, the South Sudanese youth. God bless our countries, and our God bless those who fight for a better South Sudan. We deserve to live a life in a country where every citizen is treated equally, where freedoms of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of movement is the priority. Thank you so much. I am about to end this video, and I recommend to you that share it with your friends so that it reaches everybody. This is the facts. This is the facts, and tweet it, because without my colleague and I, so you would not have heard this secret. So see you next time. Bye, South Sudanese.